How is it going, everybody? And welcome back to another live reaction to Tokyo Ghoul Re. We are on chapter 169, entitled Towards the Group Factors. And my God, guys, I am hearing a lot from you guys on Twitter this week for this new chapter. And that is a good thing because I like hearing that we have a hype chapter. There's going to be some interesting stuff going down in TG because you never want to hear, oh, it was just a dull, boring chapter of Tokyo Ghoul this week. You never want to hear those words, but hearing that we have a hype chapter, the clowns are going to be going in, which is what I expected, but I don't know what is going to happen. Like, I'm expecting Donato and Uta just to wipe the floor right now with Amon and Yomo because they're just so overpowered. I can see them beating them very easily, but what does Ishida have in store for us? That is what I'm very curious about. Is it just going to be Donato and Uta going in, or are Nico and Itari also going to play a factor in this chapter as well? Overall, I'm very excited, but I also want to share this with you guys. I picked this up 2 days early, Tokyo Ghoul Re Volume 4, and boy oh boy, it comes out officially tomorrow, but it's just nice to go back and just revisit the past arcs. This is the beginning of the Rosewald investigation, and also within this chapter, we have the introduction within Re of Furuta. And it's hard to believe that with his introduction in here, the major player he was going to play in the future arcs to come in Tokyo Ghoul. So it's just very weird to see Furuta in that role before we got the big reveal on his character. So definitely pick that up if you guys are a big fan. Support Ishida any way you can. But with enough dilly-dallying, let's dive into this week's latest chapter, 169, Towards the Group Factors. Okay, so we're on the first page. I cannot live with you. Which that is a direct quote to Uta's tattoos on his neck. It's one half of that quote. I cannot live with you or without you. And talking about the TV anime. And here's Uta, the craziest I've ever seen him right here. Yomo almost looks like Nishiki in this panel right here. I can see the goatee, but at first I'm like, wait, is that Nishiki? It's Yomo. So we have Uta and Yomo already fighting already. And Yomo's doing his electric force field around himself to block Uta's Kagane. Oh, we're gonna see it in full view because we got glimpses of it when he, tricked Juzo with Shinohara's face a few arcs back, and that was like our first look at Uta's Kagane. Are we gonna get a full look at it? I really want to know. All right, next page. Okay, so Yomo just got knocked back. Dang, that is a crazy looking Kagane. He's got like, it looks like a chicken foot almost. Towards the Group Factors, 169. And Uta just appeared right behind him. Yomo just got wrecked. What the? Is that his arm? Is that Uta's arm turning into a Kagane and going through Yomo? My God. And the funny thing is, Uta's not holding back in this situation at all. It makes me really wonder about their friendship dynamic. Like, how much has Uta been looking forward to this moment to actually fight Yomo? Because they fought in the past and they were pretty much equal, but obviously not in this situation at all. Uta's got the upper hand. Next page. Okay, they're just going back and forth right now. Dodging, kicking, just fighting back and forth. Yomo goes up a little bit. Brings back memories, doesn't it, Renji? So this is, Uta's enjoying himself right now. He's like reminding myself of the good old days. So back during the 4th Ward, I believe, is where they lived. I believe that's where they fought. I think it was the 4th Ward. I could be wrong. Page. And now we're switching over from Uta and Renji to Amon versus Donato. So let's see how this is going to go. All right. So it's just a stare down. That Uta, ever the reckless one. It's just so pointless. The stuff the lot of you are up to. And he just, look at that Kagane on Donato. It's such a unique design. And, since it's all due to imagination, the way you can manipulate your Kagane, and since he is a priest, he adds in the crosses to his Kagane, which is just a very unique and cool design to have for a Kagane. And it's distinct only to Donato. Page. So, battle begins. Amon's moving in. He's got one eye activated, as you can see. He's activating his Kagane, but also with his Quinke at the same time. We see crosses moving in everywhere. Amon blocks that with ease with his Quinke. Very nice to see. Or it's like a mix between his Quinke and his Kagane right there. And he throws it. He's throwing it at Donato. Yeah, Donato just blocked that very easily. Wait a minute. What is Amon doing with his hand? Did he like twist it? It looked like he just took his hand and twisted it like that. So wait, what is he doing? Oh, he twisted, he's burrowing through. Is that what he did when he threw it? He kind of like drilled it and it's drilling through Donato's defenses. Is that what he did? I think that's what he did. Yeah, he twisted it so fast that it drilled through his shield and then through Donato. That is cool. Wow. I did not think Amon would put up this much of a fight, honestly. I thought Donato would be wiping the floor with him, but this is very nice to see. And it hit the wall right behind him. Donato's not KO'd yet. He's not. And we see the owl. We're back to here again. Did Owl just lose some power? So yeah, so if you kill Donato or if you weaken Donato, it will weaken his control on the owl, taxidermied owl. So that makes a lot of sense right there. But we all know Donato's not done yet. He's not dead yet. This fight's going to go on just a little bit longer because we need some dialogue to be exchanged between Donato and Amon. We need that. But we see his eye open back up. He's getting back up. Wounds are healing, so not too surprised with that, really. But this is cool to see that we're actually getting these fights. Wait a minute. Is Nico's healing him? Which is very strange, because I would figure Donato would have insane regenerative abilities, considering he can make a clone of himself with just his finger. So maybe it's just because Nico's like the healer within the group. That could be it. Nico could honestly be the healer. He's the white mage, and nobody messes with the white mage. All right. So, okay, so the Quinque is out of the wall, went right back to Amon. Fusion of Quinque and Kagane, huh? Interesting. So that is what he did. He's fusing his Kagane with his Quinque. I picked up on that quick. Holy crap. Even Heise would be hard-pressed to best you, Kotaro. Still referring to Kaneki as Heise. Unfortunately, and we just have all of these hands. These are Donato's hands, right? These have to be his hands. He just cloned himself how many times? Unfortunately, I've been doing this for far longer than he has. That's nightmare fuel right there. Nothing like a priest feeling you up. Oh man, this is what I expected. Him to use his abilities of cloning to gain the advantage, and that is exactly what he's doing. But damn, that is nightmare fuel. Pointless, you say? Not to worry, you'll soon understand. And like all the clones are just looking at at Amon and just talking with him. That's crazy. And now they're just impaling Amon, I think. Bottom of page 11. And we're switching over somewhere. Those were quick. Hang on. That fucking is this Furuta? Is this Furuta right here? Hang on a second. We got Furuta. Gotta bring out the glasses for Furuta. So we're down at the bottom, and we see like the Kaganes all across like the bottom levels, down underground. Furuta is wearing a gas mask too. So he's trying to not be affected by it as well. And he's like, that fucking Kano. You hear breathing, and he turns around, and we see Kaneki right there. And he's like, what? You're still alive. That's just freaky, Furuta. And Furuta actually looks genuinely shocked. But then again, he could just be acting. I don't know, like, if he's being truthful in this situation or if he actually expected this. I do not know. You never know with this man. But just to take it at face value, I'm going to think he's very surprised to see Kaneki out of Dragon. Like, he was not expecting this. I think he expected Kaneki to be in there and possibly die. So, oh man, they're teasing us with the Furuta and Kaneki. We're getting that next chapter. I think that's going to happen next chapter if it doesn't continue, because I can see that we're going back to Yomo. So I think that's all the time we have with Furuta right now. But if he comes back, those glasses will be coming back on. All right, so we're going back to Yomo. Yup, that's Uta's Kagane back there. Yomo's just getting tossed around like a rag doll right now. Gets back up, he stares back at Uta. Uta just looks like a kid in a candy store. He's like, yes, bring it, let's do this. And we have Ittori. Ooh, all right. What is Ittori gonna do? Ren, you were always so warm. You lived only to revenge your older sister, and yet, after Mr. Yoshimura took you in, you changed. You fight for others. You protect your niece and nephew, and you place your hope in Kaneki. Oh, wow, we haven't heard that name in a while. Kanekichi's future. But things simply aren't that clear for us. These eyes have seen a lot. These ears have heard a lot too. And all that has reminded them time and again of but one thing. This world loves but humans. Interesting. So we're diving into the psychology of not only Ittori, but I think the clowns as well. Not us ghouls. Try as we might, we just can't warm ourselves up. A cold void stretches out before us, which is why if we aren't wounded, if we aren't shedding blood, we can't taste warmth. The clowns are ghouls tired of despairing. Oh my god, look at that shot of Uta just impaling Yomo with his arm. But this is very interesting dialogue coming from Ittori. She's taken off her mask. To prevent ourselves from going mad, we play the fool on stage. So this is cool clarification to have as to why the clowns do what they do. They realize it's like this world belongs to the humans. No matter how hard anybody has tried, the ghouls cannot get ahead in life. It's kind of like, humans come first, everything else comes second. This is a human world, not a ghoul world. So the clowns do what they do. They shed blood. They do all this stuff so that way they don't feel like they're despairing. They're just going out, having fun, so that way they don't go mad. It's like, let's just play the part. Let's just do what we need to do in order to fill that role within this world. It's very interesting. And also, Ittori just looks gorgeous in that panel right there, so I really like that. So, next page. Renji. I dreamed for so long that this day would come. So this is now Uta talking to Renji. My hands drenched in your blood as they slowly reach your heart. How fun. I'm not having fun. This shit, none of it is fun. You're my friend. And that's Yomo trying to talk some sense into Uta, but I don't think that's going to happen, which is very strange to me too, because even reading this and seeing the dynamic between Renji and Yomo, even back in here, I'm very interested to dive more into Uta's thought process and why he's doing it. Like, we know why the clown organization is doing it, but I want to know Uta's reasons for why he does everything that he does, because he's played both sides of the story and he's been an enigma. We don't know much about Uta, so I'm hoping we'll dive more into him, but let's continue with this. I'm not having fun. This shit, none of it is fun. You're my friend. I don't want to kill you or be killed by you. And we have the zoom in shot on his eyes, and Uta's just laughing in his face. He's like, ha ha ha, I'm so glad we're friends, Renji. You're always so straight and true. Sightless. That's why you can trust a world like this. Ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo. And he's like, holy crap, I've wanted to eat you for so long. And he's going full Kakaja mode right now. Whoa. And you see all his tattoos on his arms and everything, but my God. And I cannot live without you. So that's the bookend to the quote. Make me feel alive, Renji. And that's the ending. End of 169. And then let's see. The Raison d'etre of the clowns. So that's going to be next issue. So it's like learning more about the clowns. I'm hoping we get more of Kaneki and Furuta. I want more of that conversation. But I think if we don't get it next chapter, it will be the chapter after that. But I'm hoping we continue off with Renji and Yomo right now, because this is very interesting. I want to dive more into Uta's character, because he has been a character that has been held back power-wise throughout the course of Tokyo Ghoul. We've never seen him go all out, and now we are getting to see his full Kakaja state. And it's funny to think back too, like, part 1, Tokyo Ghoul, we've never seen him use his Kagane at all. And then like around chapter 110, within the clown arc in particular, we got to see our first glimpse at his Kagane, and now we're seeing him going full Kakaja. I am very curious about Uta's character and just this dynamic and just how he's so bored with everything and why he's so like, you know, I just can't wait to devour you, Renji, because he's always seemed so nice to Yomo. And yet we're getting this. Like, I want to know more, dive more into Uta, and I'm hoping we get that next chapter. But anyway, guys, that is my live reaction to this week's latest chapter. I think it was a good chapter. It wasn't hype for me. I hope I didn't let you guys down, but this kind of went the way I was expecting it to. For Uta and Donato to be really like, you know, not having a hard time with Amon and Renji. But my review for this chapter will be out either late tonight or some point tomorrow. I'm going to try to get working on that review as soon as possible. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. If you guys want to also like follow me on Twitter, we can talk about Tokyo Ghoul, talk about the hype, you know, even when the chapter isn't out. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, a link to be found in the description below. And also, I have been doing reviews on the Tokyo Ghoul re-anime. Even though I'm not enjoying it as some other people might be, I'm still having a fun time just seeing, you know, what it is I'm able to get enjoyment out of the anime series. So also, I cover that on my channel as well. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Until chapter 170 or another Tokyo Ghoul related video on my channel, I'll see you guys next time.